Hello, welcome back for another fall review. They just keep coming and coming, but I'm loving it. There's some fun ones. And today I'm going to be sharing the Olive and June fall collection. It's kind of school themed and I actually really like it. Now, a lot of these polishes you're going to see in the bottle and you're probably not going to be super excited, but on the nail, they're just so fun. And especially when I did comparisons, I was like, oh, there's really not anything like some of these. So there were some that I have hearts by. I don't know if you can see that, but so I had quite a few favorites in here, more than I thought I would. So Olive and June sent these to me. If you haven't tried Olive and June, I would try them. They're a long-lasting nail polish. They have this Pedi System you can get, and I do have a coupon code for that. I will put it right here. And it's for first-time customers to purchase their Mani or Pedi System. It has everything you need. I literally use their cleanup brush and their files, and I use all of their products, and I do think it's definitely worth getting the kit because you're going to keep it for a long time. And you're really going to use it. You can pick 6 of your favorite colors. You can get the fall collection. There's different things that you can do. I'll put a link down to that below if you want to purchase that, and then I'll put a separate link for the fall polishes. So just so you guys know, I really do love Olive and June, and I love the new colors that they're coming out with, and so I think it's a great brand, especially if you're starting out and wanting to do nails on your own. They have a lot of great tips and steps to follow, and I just find the brand to be super involved and super helpful. Okay, so these are all creams, which I was super happy about because you guys know how much I love creams. They're not your typical fall, and so I kind of like that. I kind of like both. I get excited about a typical fall, and then I like something that's a little bit different. What I really love about fall are some of the muted polishes, and that's what a lot of these are. So I'm really excited to wear some of them. So I'll quit blabbing and we'll talk about them. This first up is chemistry. So they're school themed, and so they're all after school class names. I really like this kind of beigey nude polish. It's really pretty. It's a little muted, which makes it perfect for fall. So it's not super stark. It's just a little bit soft and muted, and I really love it on the nail. It's got a really good formula. It's going to build up really nicely in 2 coats. It seemed a little bit sheer when I did that first coat, but then with the second coat, it just built up super, super nice. Their brush is so good, you guys. You hardly have to do any cleanup with that brush, but it's nice to use their cleanup brush to kind of clean around that edge and make it look like a professional did it. And so you want to make sure to do that step, but with this brush, you really don't even have to do very much at all if you're staying away from your cuticles. Okay, so I really liked this one. Let's talk about the comparison. So I compared it to Rainwear Don't Care by SE, and that one's more beige but close. And then Expressi Millennium Momentum is close but a little darker. And then ECC is more gray. Then I just wanted to mention that CHM is more pink toned and darker, and so I didn't compare it to that one, but it's kind of in between those, I would say, or maybe not. It's not even that close to either of them, if you wanted to know, but I thought I'd just mention that because I thought I would get asked. So I really liked this one, and I will definitely see myself wearing it. This next one is Study Hall, and it is so beautiful. It's like this rosy peach, very muted and soft color. Oh, it's so pretty, and I've been loving these muted pinks, and I've been seeing them a lot lately, but this one has a little bit different tone than other ones that companies have been coming out with. Honestly, they're probably a little bit close, but this one's definitely unique, and I really like it for fall. I just feel like it has a beautiful muted quality. The formula is really great on this one too. It builds up very, very nicely in 2 coats. I couldn't find anything that was exact to this. A lot of them had more like peachy tones, and so this one's a little bit different. So I compared it to Machu Picchu, and that one's close but more peach, and then Go-Go Geisha is more taupe and kind of purple hued. I love that polish too though, you guys. And then KAG is lighter. I just wanted you to see it compared to that one. Oh, and then I did another comparison shot because I really kept going back and thinking there's got to be something that's the same as this, exactly the same. And so I compared it to Bear With Me, and that one's a little bit more brown, and then the Snuggle Is Real is closest but still more mauve and not pink. And then I compared it to Airspun Fun, and that one I felt like was pretty muted, but compared to this one, it's not very muted. It's a little bit brighter and a little bit more pink. And so, I don't know, it was just so interesting. I couldn't really find anything like this, and I'm really, 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 really excited to wear this one this fall. And then we have World Lit, and it's this beautiful kind of rosy, purple-leaning, muted shade. Like I said, it's gonna be on repeat. I like muted shades for fall. and I love pinks. So this one is just so pretty. I felt like I could get it opaque in one coat, but I think I did two for the picture swatch. It just has a really, really nice formula. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I yawn in these, you guys. I think it's just all the talking. Or you know how sometimes you sing and that just makes you yawn? I don't know, I got that thing going on. I'm not bored. Hopefully you guys aren't bored. But almost every time I film, I yawn. Ugh, drives me crazy. Okay, so I compared it to OPI You've Got That Glass Glow, and that one's close but not as rosy. And then the Essie Gel Couture Taupe of the Line, I love that one. That's a little more taupe leaning, but it's very close. And so I know why I like this one, because I love that polish so much. And then I wanted you to see, it's kind of reminded me of Simply Radishing, but that one's quite a bit darker, and so I just wanted you to see it compared to that one. I probably should have thrown in some of the more peachy ones that were along this same line, but I don't know. I just wanted you to see it compared to that one for some reason, so there you go. I think I like this one the best out of all of those, though. I'm really excited to wear this one. And then we have Geometry. This is a yellow toned green. I do love greens. You guys know I love greens. I think the yellow toned greens I don't love as much. Some of them I do if they're more olive. I don't know. This is kind of more like a primary green. And so it definitely wasn't my favorite, but I put it on and I was like, oh, it's actually kind of pretty. But it's going to build up really good in two coats. It's got a really great formula. I think Olive and June has been getting a little more consistent. I know some people have complained that they don't like doing 3 coats. I don't mind doing 3 coats. And a lot of their collections have been like 3 coaters, but this collection I feel like everything was 2 coats or 1. And so I think a lot of you are gonna like that this time around, but this one built up really nicely in 2. So I compared it to OPI Envy The Adventure, and that one's very close, maybe just a touch darker if we're being picky, but they're pretty much almost exact. And I really haven't worn that one, so it just goes to show that I really don't wear greens like this. I like greens more like the next one that I'm going to show you from Olive and June, Besties, and it's more blue toned green, and I much prefer those blue toned greens. So I just wanted you to see it compared to that one. And then WKF is lighter, but the same color family. Well, it's kind of like a sage color. I thought people might want to see it compared to that one. Not super unique, and I'm not sure it's one that I will reach for, but it's got a great formula. This next one is Art Class, and I love this beautiful, really muted purple. It's just a little bit smoky, but not too smoky. It's going to build up really, really nicely in 2 coats. I know you're going to want to see it compared to Smokin' Hot, and I will show you that in a minute. I did compare it to 100% Chance, and that one is so beautiful. But I would say that one's like the blue version of this, and this is like the purple version of that, because they just are both really muted and beautiful, and they're just a little bit different because this is more purple and that is more blue. And then Winning Streak is like the darker version of this, and Smokin' Hot is more plum and darker. I also pulled out Merino Cool, and that's more plum, but it's close. And I can't remember. Oh, I think I ended up putting that one on the nail, and I took Smokin' Hot off because that one's quite a bit darker. So I switched that last second. But anyway, this is like the lighter, more purpley version of Smokin' Hot, and I just love it. It's probably one of my new favorites out of those types of shades because it's new and it's more purple and it's just perfect for fall. This next one is Social Studies, and it is a beautiful navy blue, but it's very muted as well. How many times have I said that word? Somebody count. I really like it. It's got a little bit of gray in it too, so it's not going to be like your dark rich navy that you typically have in a lot of collections in fall, but it's a more muted shade. This is going to build up super, super nicely in 2 coats. I compared it to Anchor Down, and that one's more gray but close. And then OPI Force of Nature from the new Nature Strong collection is darker but more gray. And then CNH is more purple. I just thought I'd throw in one of those Olive and June polishes. That one was the closest, but it's not close as you can see. So this one's definitely unique for Olive and June, and I love this one too. Okay, so I'm gonna pick my favorites, and I have quite a few, you guys. I really, really did enjoy this collection, and I'm gonna pick these 4. They're so pretty. So the lightest one here is Study Hall, then World Lit, then Art Class, and then Social Studies. So I really like the theme of it. I thought that was pretty fun too. So let me know what you thought about this collection. Are you loving Olive and June? And I don't know. Hopefully you found it helpful. Thanks for watching and liking and subscribing and commenting, and we will see you in my next review. Okay, bye.